What's up guys, it's the Cheapster here, back with another video, and today we have our first portfolio update to see how my becoming a side hustle millionaire is going. And I can tell you it's not looking so great, which is to be expected because the markets are really bad. Whether you're in stocks or crypto or anything really right now is just not doing very well, so I'm not too surprised by that. But we're gonna go over it and see where everything is landing and kind of what this is all turning out to be and how much money I've lost in the time doing this. All right, so here is my portfolio sheet with everything on it that you guys can check out. This is always going to be in the description of my Side Hustle Millionaire videos, so you guys can always go check to see what the progress is. And I'm going to update it probably once a week. I'll try to make sure I do it at least once a month, but I'm going to try to do it like every week so you can kind of see. Like over here in the corner, I've got different dates that I've set. So this was like February, March, and kind of you can keep track of where the prices have gone to. So it might look a little bit complicated to you. So let me go over it first just to show you guys how the whole sheet even works in the first place. But it's not too complicated, trust me. Let me just explain. So first off, you got your category. So this will build over time. We'll do different things, but right now we just got stocks and stuff. I just realized that I actually do have Bitcoin in here, which is not a stock, that's a crypto. So I do need to fix that in the chart, but here's the assets. So it shows every single asset here that I hold in the portfolio. Then there's the price that I bought it for. So you can see like Bitcoin, I bought it for $42,000 a share, which is not looking so good right now. And then there's the amount of that I bought. So I bought 0.00409786 Bitcoin, which Bitcoin, anything you own in Bitcoin is usually like tiny. You don't own one because it's so expensive, but that's how much I bought of that. And that's every share down there. You can see that's how much I bought of those. Then the cost basis is how much I actually spent on buying that. And then there's the current value, which will take the current price right now, or at least the price that I last uploaded to the sheet, and multiply it times my shares, which will give you the current value of my holding. And then the most important number is the gain and loss. So that's basically just the difference between what the current value is and what my cost basis is. So on Bitcoin, not looking good, negative 28%. So these also are all set. So if they're positive, it'll be green. If they're negative, it'll be red. And then down here, you've got my total cost basis over here. So that's how much I've spent in total. So basically that's how much money I've like made doing the work and then went out and spent it. So $611.66 is my cost basis for all the stuff I've done, all the work. So that's how much I've made, how much I then invested. And then my current value total is $516.17. And then you obviously get the total gain and loss between that of negative 15.61%, which is just the difference between my current value and what I actually paid for it. So this is the number that really matters here, the total gain and loss for the portfolio, because obviously that is the number that shows how well my portfolio is doing. So right now, clearly not great, negative 15%, not very good, but kind of to be expected. Like I said, markets are all down, and when you're investing in individual stocks and stuff, you usually get hit pretty hard doing that kind of thing. But then also over here, like I said, that is just where prices will be. So right now, these are the most recent updated prices for me. These are all, of course, always changing, especially crypto that changes every second of the day. It's never set. Stocks, I usually try to at least get them at like 4 p.m. to set them, but this is what I've got right now for the most current rates. And then also with that, we got down here referral links. Of course, if you guys want to sign up for anything, I just went ahead and threw that stuff down there. And this is not, you can't really read it on there, but not financial advice. Do your own research, of course. Always with this stuff, guys, I'm serious. Make sure to do your own research, because this, don't just follow what I'm doing here, because I mean, I'm already down negative 15%, so you guys should know that, but definitely do your own research. This is not financial advice. It should never be taken as financial advice. Maybe the part of, you know, going out and work, be motivated to work to invest your money. I mean, it's still not financial advice, but that's a good thing to do. But yeah, don't take anything as financial advice. Make sure you always do your own research, and don't just throw your money into the same things I do, because I'm kind of being a little, you know, a little crazy with it. I mean, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, and that's kind of what's great about it to me, because I say I'm going out there and I'm making the money doing side hustles. It's not my main income. It's not the main thing that's paying my bills. So I'm still fine in my life with everything else that I need to pay for and stuff. So I can just kind of use this money. It's just disposable income and stuff that I can just kind of throw at investing and stuff. So I think it helps because it actually gives me more chance to invest in stuff that I might be like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, there's could be too much risk and I need this money, which usually, what's the saying? fortune favors the bold or something like that. I think that's usually the truth. If you can actually have that disposable income at your disposal, which is what disposable income is, you can then throw it at stuff. And like I said, I don't just throw it at like random stuff. I mean, maybe there'll be some videos I do that because I just am gonna entertain you guys too, but that's why I say it's not financial advice. Like I'm making videos, I'm not some kind of fund manager, so just do your own research on this stuff. But let's go over it. So what we've got is everything that I've invested in. So this is 7 things that I've invested my money in, 6 different videos. We split Twitter and Tesla on one video, and I'm gotta say I'm pretty surprised at how some of this has turned out. So starting off with Bitcoin, let's go ahead and look at that. So I bought that at $42,000 and the current price today is 30, and that's kind of actually from a bump up. It was like pushing 29 yesterday, so that's even kind of with it coming up some. But you know, crypto, no surprise there, crypto's going to drop, so I'm down negative 28% on that. And of course, this isn't my only holding of Bitcoin. I've got personal holdings too. This is not my entire portfolio of what I own, but you know, down negative 28, a little hard. I bought at a bad time. I bought kind of like at a higher point. Maybe even right now, still not the best time. Who knows? We never know what's going to happen to the markets here. So that's Bitcoin. Then we have what I think is the most funny thing about all this, doing all this, working. Most of these things I've worked doing DoorDash to pay for these things. And what is the worst thing that I have in my portfolio? It is DoorDash. It is the winner of the worst award. It is down 31.18%. So that was working DoorDash for DoorDash. Pretty funny that's so ironic that I literally worked DoorDash to buy it and I lost 31%. But of course, you know, you don't lose it until you sell it. I don't plan on selling, so that's going to be held on to for a long time. And then we've also got Twitter, which was of course one of those random buys that I was kind of, you know, writing off. Elon Musk was buying Twitter, which I don't know if he is now. Everything's in the air with that. I kind of am just staying out of it because it'll stress me out if I pay attention to it. And I have $54 of it. It's not that big of a deal to me, but it is down negative 14.56%. So not terrible. I mean, that's better than my total portfolio at least. So it's not great, but the thing that did surprise me is Tesla. I bought that at $1,036, and that is down to $7 or sorry, not $7. Oh man, that'd be awful. $717. So that is down 30.81%, which is almost as bad as DoorDash, but I'm pretty shocked by that one because I kind of was excited to buy Tesla. I've had a long time interest in Tesla. I remember when I first saw the company long time ago. I have no idea what the stock value was. It was basically nothing back then, kind of like what I did with Bitcoin. And I didn't buy any of it, and I wish I had, because now it's insane. Even at this price, it's insane from where I was looking at it back then. But you know, like I said, the markets are all down. Tech stuff especially is really hit, so I don't take it as a huge deal. Again, it's stuff I'm gonna hold on to for a long time, so it's just what it is. But then moving on to Home Depot, we've got that down negative 0.1%, so that's basically just flatlined. And some of these too aren't down as bad as others because it's obviously when I was buying it. So some of these videos were like earlier when the markets were dropping so much, and now they've dropped a ton since I did those videos. And some of these have been more recent that I've bought them when the markets have kind of not dropped as much or started to stabilize out or whatever. So some of that's kind of varying. It's not like I bought these all at the same time and I'm seeing how they all do with each other. It's just seeing how the portfolio has performed. So then getting out of my losses, thank goodness, we can go on to what shocks me the most. My best performing one is Grubhub, which is Just Eat takeaway. It is $4.54 and I bought that for $3.89. So that is up 16.56%, which is hilarious because when I did that video about Grubhub, I was like kind of really frustrated with them because I made only $46.74 and that was on a Friday. So that was just really bad. I made terrible money and I couldn't invest much in, and I was like, you know what, I don't really care because I don't think Grubhub's going to do well anyway. And it is doing well right now. So that's a little bit disappointing, but also great that it's up. And then the other thing that's up is AMC is up 10.31%, which is kind of crazy, but also it's AMC. So who knows what happens with that. And it's also one of the last ones I bought. So the markets have kind of been moving up a little bit since I bought that. But of course I don't put too much into that because it's AMC. So it could just go crazy and who knows what's going to happen in the end. But so that leaves me with my total portfolio of negative 15.61%, which is not great, but honestly, it's dragged down by so much of these things like Bitcoin, DoorDash, and Tesla, which have just dropped almost 30%, all of those. So I'm still feeling okay. The markets are down. I mean, this is no surprise. I figured this is kind of what was going to happen. And also you got to remember with all this, of course, when the markets are down, that means when I go out and work, like I'm actually going to go film my next video today. That means I'm going to be buying in at whatever I'm buying today at those lower prices, so that those will probably do better in my portfolio in the long run. So you got to kind of keep that stuff in mind. But overall, I am down to $516 in value from $611. So it's that feels like not so great, but like I say, you really got to like train yourself to just be like, okay, it's down markets, you know, keep buying stuff in and just hold out, because that's the way that you can make money doing this. And that is the way I'm going to get this portfolio to $1 million, is just consistently keep working and buying into the markets and just waiting and letting things go up, because things always go up, right? No, they usually do, but I mean, there's always things that could happen, who knows, but that's why I'm trying this out, and we're gonna see how things go from here. But that is the update, guys. It's not a great one, being down negative 15%, but you know what? It really doesn't even faze me, because I've been buying into the markets for about 6 months now, and it's all been dropping ever since I started buying in. So I've kind of just got diamond hands with all it now, because I'm like, you know, it doesn't really matter, and I don't plan on selling any of this portfolio stuff anytime soon anyway, so it's all fine. It's like I'm trying to give myself a pep talk, like it's all fine. No, don't even worry. But thank you guys for watching the portfolio update. Like I said, you guys can find this in the description below to keep track of it yourself. And I really appreciate you guys following along on the journey. It's been really fun doing this stuff and building up these portfolios and seeing where I can go with this. I mean, even just being at 516, it's like I'm getting close to cracking 1,000, and then, you know, maybe it'll be 10,000 if the market starts to go up a little bit. So it's feeling pretty cool doing this and just seeing the portfolio grow, even if it's dropping. But thank you guys so much for watching the update. If you guys liked the video, remember to do the cheapest thing you can today. Tap that like button and also subscribe to the channel for more of this journey to $1 million through side hustles. And I will see you guys in the next video, and remember, stay cheap.
Hey, you better be saving that money. Don't you be spending it now. You're still here watching this? You might as well just subscribe. Why would you not at this point?